Okay. It's not too bad. Just give me 1 second. I'm gonna check it out real quick. But it's rolling. Just don't,
So it's rolling.
yeah.
I'll check it. Is it on the Bang Kim channel?
No, it's on my channel. Bonds out too.
There's a lot of videos. That's a lot of videos.
Yep. Okay. All right, we're gonna start it, bro. All right. Before we start, we're gonna give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rakakwadash, the waters to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, peace, blessings, and salutations to all like Achim wa Akwath, learning, teaching, truth, and sincerity. Another video through the Spirit. Hey, y'all know what day it is. Y'all know what season it is. Don't forget about what you got in there. Yeah. Y'all know what season it is. These bullshit ass holidays every year, and this one in particular, so-called Thanksgiving. It shows you the spirit of Esau Edom. He truly doesn't care about any of the wrongdoing that he's done in the earth. He wants us to forget about it, to be okay with it. But we're not just gonna lay down. So we're gonna deal with this scripture. All right, I'm your brother Malak. This is the brother Kazak. All right, I'm gonna be seeing him doing these videos with me more. But this man E, he's done all these centuries, and we're just dealing with this current captivity because he's been being a devil since back in the day. But dealing with this captivity, he's done all this wickedness. He's built up this kingdom to enjoy, but all of his sins are coming up to light, and it's disturbing his peace. All right. Matter of fact, we're gonna start let's go to Job. We're gonna start with Job 20 and 10 through 11. Because his ancestors that came over here, the so-called pilgrims, they came and did all the slaughtering, the butchering. We live here in the state of Michigan. This place used to be a fucking a wilderness. Chopped down trees, and which there's still plenty of trees, don't get me wrong, there's still much of the wilderness here. But chop shit up, laid roads, cities, parking, entertainment, go take your kids to McDonald's. He set up all this world, all the killing and destruction that he did of the earth people, all so he can be in his little make-believe land. Well, now he has to stand trial for the things that he's done, and no amount of turkey, stuffing, ham, greens, cornbread, mac and cheese, baked beans is going to make the elect forget about what he did, and more importantly, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Get that scripture.
This is Job chapter 20 and verse 10. His children shall seek to please the poor, and his hands shall restore their goods.
So how does he seek to please us? Esau Edom, although he hates us, he allows certain amenities for our people. Welfare, food stamps. He gives all the grants and benefits he gives to niggas to keep them afloat in the society. A couple niggas get to become rappers, entertainers, NFL players, all that stuff. And that's the things that when we're voicing our hatred for this man, for his kingdom, those are the things that he throws in our face. Oh, well, you're not all, well, you guys get to rap. You're not all poor. All you have to do is pick yourself up by the bootstraps. Well, one rich nigga doesn't amount to 50 million, the rest of his people poor. All right, read it again.
This is Job chapter 10 and verse 20. His children shall seek to please the poor, and in his hands shall restore their goods.
Kind of keep going.
In verse 11, his bones are full of the sin of his youth, which shall lie down with him in the dust.
His bones are full of the sin of his youth, which shall lie down with him in the dust. So all of the past wickedness that he has done is coming to light, and it's going to be the reason why he is destroyed and dealing with today. What did he do? He came here and butchered and slaughtered our so-called Native American and Seminole Indian brothers and sisters, annexed them, made them. Matter of fact, you have one of the Native American boarding schools, I looked it up some time ago, the Carlisle Indian, what was it? What are those schools called where they would brainwash? They would, not reservations, the schools with, the native schools where they would institutionalized. Let me just look it up real quick. The Carlisle Indian. Oh, what's the name of that school? It was a world renowned Indian school where they the man he coined the phrase "kill the Indian, save the man." Uh, Carlisle, Carlisle. Yeah. Okay. Carlisle. Yep. Carlisle Indian Industrial School.
Yeah.
It says. Yep. It says the United States Indian Industrial School in Carlisle. Says it was a flagship Indian boarding school. That's what they called it. It was a flagship Indian boarding school in the United States from its founding in 1879 through 1918. So this one among many is where they indoctrinated Northern Kingdom. You know, stripped them of their customs and made them Americanized. In which, by the time they got here, they were fallen from their former Israelite estate. You know, they were out here just bugged out. Nevertheless, Esau, that blood is on your hands, and you're being accused for what you did. Get that Psalms out.
All right, so
I'm gonna read some more on this too, but get that Psalms.
Okay,
73 and 8.
yeah.
Yep.
This is Psalms chapter 73 and verse 8. They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak lawfully.
Yep. They read it again.
This is Psalms chapter 73 and verse 8. They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak lawfully.
Yeah, they speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak loftily, meaning what? They make it lightweight, little account of it. Oh, it's not that bad. Y'all didn't. It's not that bad. That's the past. Forget about it. You know, that type of spirit, which we've all heard that and experienced that. Well, we can't forget about it because we're still suffering under those conditions from the things that happened several centuries ago. Good. You want to go check on that stuff? Yeah. We're still in poverty. When you look at Gad and Reuben, they're still on the reservations. All right, and you know I'll go look at them from my time to time. You have 9-year-olds committing suicide because of how desperate their living situations are. 11-year-olds dying of alcohol poisoning. You have I was watching one documentary recently. Now in many of the Gadite reservations, they're starting. Esau Edom is starting to mine. It's starting to set up lithium mines. Right? So he can power what? These electric vehicles. So he's setting up lithium mines, tearing up the earth, you know, pushing them even off of their land that they barely got left to set up lithium mines, which the stuff is poisonous to be around. So where do you think that runoff and that waste goes off into? The drinking supply of the Gadites and Reubenites that are on those reservations. So it's not like anything's changed. So we're not, oh, I always bring up the past. You're still doing this. Negroes are still in the hoods. Latinos are still in the favelas. Gad and Reuben is still in the reservations trying to fucking survive, having to travel 30 plus miles to get some clean water or 60 miles just to get to a Walmart, while you devils is living it up off of the slaughtering that your ancestors did. All right. So let me go back to this wiki dealing with this school. This is one of the most famous boarding schools. It says founded in 1879 under U.S. governmental authority by Lieutenant Richard Henry Pratt. Remember his name, Richard Henry Pratt. It says Carlisle was an early federally funded off-reservation Indian boarding school initiated by the U.S. government. This was similar to the Choctaw Academy in Scott County, Kentucky, which was the first boarding school, but was initiated by Choctaw leaders and then funded by the U.S. government through the 1819 Civilization Act. So this is basically the first full-blown Edomite owned Indian boarding school, where they were off the reservation, meaning what? They were in Edomite land, so they were grabbing Indians and pulling them over here rather than setting up the schools on their land, which was both fucked either way. So they got you completely away from your family, completely away from your land. You about to go through a torture zone. And in recent years, I did a video on it, brothers did a video on it. Some of those survivors of, some of the descendants of those boarding schools and some of the survivors firsthand have been giving reports of all the sexual misconduct and sexual assault that used to happen against them by them so-called Edomite nuns and teachers and priests. They was molesting and doing a lot of foul shit to them kids. You got something?
I'm trying to find the scripture saying,
How's
you are your forefathers. I'm looking for it now.
Being reproached for their father's name. That's in Sirach.
Something to that effect. Hold on, let me find it. I don't think they read it
Okay. This is back in Wiki dealing with this school. It says Pratt had earlier supervised Native American prisoners of war and supported some of them in gaining education at Hampton College. He became convinced that education was the key to assimilation. In his own words, Pratt's motto was kill the Indian, save the man. The U.S. applied this principle to the cultural assimilation efforts of the larger American Indian boarding school system by requiring children to speak only English, practice Christianity, take on new names, and wear European American style clothing. Okay, so right here, so this way of life, y'all, that we're used to living in the Western world, this was not by choice. This was forced upon you. All right, you didn't wake up. You know, these holidays, the music that you listen to, fucking eating the punk ass cereal, tricks is for kids, fucking nigga, honey nut Cheerios. This entire system was forced upon you by way of the sword. And if one of your ancestors had a problem with it, they found themselves in an early grave. Okay, this is not your way of life. Us, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the true biblical Israelites, we come from the east. Matter of fact, get Job 8 and 8.
Okay.
We're supposed to observe the way of our fathers, the way of our Hebrew Israelite customs, not of these Americanized customs.
All right. This is Job chapter 8 and verse 8. For inquire, I pray thee, of the former age, and prepare thyself to the search of their fathers.
And prepare thyself to search for their fathers, which is why the so-called white man has done a good job of trying to muddy and hide us from our connection to the past. Because when you dig, you will come to the realization that you're an Israelite. You're not a black person, whatever the fuck that is. Whatever country black is, we ain't found it yet. You're not a Mexican. You're not, you're not an Indian. Okay? Although y'all's running around here wild from a minute, y'all go back to the east, to Israel. You're an Israelite. Okay? And when you have that understanding, you begin to move and act differently in a way that is counterproductive to this man's system. He wants you to worship the image of the beast, follow his laws, worship his holidays, his idols, eat his foods, wear his clothing. As we just read here in this article, he made them observe Christianity, only speak English, and change their clothes and hairstyle. All right, let me see. What's his name again? Richard Henry Pratt. This motherfucker. Yeah, Richard Henry Pratt. Let me see if we got anything else in here. He was known for being okay, I'll read it. This is another part of the paragraph. This is off of Wiki. When you just type in Carlisle Indian Boarding School, it says, as at Hampton, arriving students were shorn of their long hair, in which men shouldn't have long hair anyway, but Gad and Reuben was taking pride in their hair, and to shame them, he would cut their hair. Similar to how he makes us, he prefers us Israelite men not to have beards on our faces. It says we're shorn of their long hair, and even their names were changed. However, unlike Hampton, whose purpose was to return assimilated, educated Indians to their people, Carlisle meant to turn the school into the ultimate Americanizer. At Carlisle, Pratt established a highly structured quasi-military regime. He was known to use corporal punishment, which was not uncommon in society at the time, on students who exhibited native behavior, so that they would rely only on themselves. So this man was known for, let's look up that word, corporal punishment. They called this camp the ultimate Americanizer, y'all. It says corporal punishment. This is a definition off Google. It says the infliction of physical pain upon a person's body as punishment for a crime or infraction. So this is how you became Americanized. Whipped, branded, waterboarded, beat, molested, are worded. Okay, you shouldn't be, that song "Proud to Be an American." That's a sham. Did nobody just wake up and want to be American? Your ancestors were slaughtered into Americanization. You want some? Did you find your for you?
I'm not yet close to it. I can find it in the blue letter. Let's see.
Let me get this rock real quick. You're not thinking of third and fourth generation, are you?
No, no. Yeah, I'll drop it. I'll drop it. Let me grab some.
You can just get Ciroc 41 and 7.
Alright. You said 41 and 7.
Oh.
Alright, this is the book of Sirach, other known as Ecclesiasticus, chapter 41 and verse 7. The children will complain of an ungodly father because they shall be reproached for his sake. Keep going.
Yeah, what's the next verse say?
Okay, this verse 8. Woe be unto you, ungodly men, which have forsaken the law of the Most High, Yahweh. For if ye increase, it shall be your destruction.
You know what? Actually, I need you to slack. I should have told you to start. I told you to start at 7.
Yes, sir.
Let me see. My bad. Start at hey, shalom everybody on the board. Start at 5. Salakia.
Okay, this is Sirach chapter 41 and verse 5. The children of sinners are abominable children, and they that are conservant in the dwelling of the ungodly.
Yeah, keep going.
Verse 6. The inheritance of sinners, children shall perish, and their prosperity shall have a perpetual reproach.
Yep. Their prosperity shall have a perpetual reproach. So his descendants now living today are having to deal with that reproach. They don't want to. They just want to. They just want to go back to watching Rick and Morty, Hannah Montana, drinking. Going on trips 5 times a year. All right, because whenever you bring these facts out to one of these motherfuckers, that was in the past. It wasn't me. Well, you alive are living today in a society to where you have all the benefits of what your ancestors did. The same way that it's going to be in the kingdom, y'all, for us. Lord willing, we're of the elect. Our children are going to be benefiting off of the fact that Yahweh Shai and the elect went and conquered the fucking world by force. Cracking domes, Daniel 7 and 18. So, naturally, you can't, it wasn't, well, you benefiting off of it.
You are your forefather.
Yeah. There's several places. I'm not sure if there's one that it directly says it like that. It doesn't use the phrase forefather.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, I can't remember at the top of my head either, but it's something to that effect. I'm roughly paraphrasing though.
I know it mentions third and fourth generation. The Lord sends out punishment dealing with reincarnation.
Well, I think that was it.
That's Exodus.
Exodus. Yeah, because really,
That's Exodus 20 and 5.
Yeah, because a lot of people will say, "Oh yeah, our great grandfather did that." Well, you're the same person reincarnated.
Check Exodus 20 and 5. See if that's what you're looking for.
Exodus 25.
20 and 5.
Oh, 20 and 25.
20 and verse 5.
Yeah, this is Exodus chapter 20 and verse 5. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them, for I, the Lord, thy God, thy power, Yahweh, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children of the third and fourth generation of them that hate me.
Unto the third and fourth generation. Now that upper part is dealing with the fact that the Heavenly Father telling us not to worship idols, but it tells you that the Heavenly Father will visit you unto the third and fourth generation. Why? Because that's you coming back on through. So these devils, and it's been enough time, shit, nigga, 80 to 100 years, so some of them very same devils who were doing all that chaos back then are literally here right now. The very same one.
Just got suits and ties on.
Yeah, driving a Toyota Prius, getting 40 miles to the gallon, while we out struggling, still driving Chevy Tahoes from fucking 1999.
2005.
Yeah, 05. Go back on that Ciroc.
We left off on verse. Well, I read the latter verses.
Yeah, so read 60, go 67 again.
Okay, this is Sirach chapter 41 and verse 6. You said what? Start what?
67.
6 to 7.
Yeah.
This is Sirach chapter 41 and verse 6. The inheritance of sinners, children shall perish, for their prosperity shall. No, Salaki. Prosperity shall have a perpetual reproach.
Yeah, so they're being reproached, they're being talked about, and they have that shame they have to bear. You got it.
This is verse 7. The children will complain of an ungodly father because they shall be reproached for his sake. Woe be unto you, ungodly men, which have forsaken the law of the Most High Yahweh. For if ye increase, it shall be your destruction.
Yep. So everything that they have now, ultimately, they're going to be destroyed with it. The fact that they own this world is a monument to their sins because they got it through bloodshed, rape, robbery, and murder. Get Jeremiah 16 and 9. So and these devils who have all these riches, because there's another scripture in Job 27. We gonna get all that back. We gonna get all that back. And so we're just speaking. We actually don't. We're not running around crying. Hey, when these prophecies come to pass, that's when we're gonna have our just desserts against you devils. And it's not. We're not gonna call it Thanksgiving, but it will be a day of praise when we finally. I wouldn't be surprised if, speaking as a man, I wouldn't be surprised if the day that Babylon falls becomes a new holy day in the kingdom. We'll see, but I wouldn't be surprised. That last day,
The day
when it's,
Babylon
when it's all said and done, burnt, Yahweh Shai, the angels, and we in the Lord willing, the elect, be in the church staring down at this bitch. I wouldn't be surprised if that's becomes a new holy day. You got it.
This is Jeremiah chapter 16 and verse, you said 8, right?
16, 19.
16, 19. This is Jeremiah chapter 16 and verse 19. O Lord Yahweh, my strength and my fortress and my refuge in the day of affliction, the Gentiles shall come unto thee for the ends of the earth, and shall say, surely our fathers have inherited lies, vanity, and things wherein there is no profit.
Yep. So these devils are coming to the realization that they've inherited lies. They're coming to the realization that they're of a bad stock of people who have done very bad things. That's why, linking it up with that Job, it tells you that children seek to please the poor. By giving us certain little benefits, they're trying to hush up that little history. Affirmative action didn't help us. Welfare ain't helping us. Cardi B and Sexy Red being able to shake their bodies disgustingly on camera, that don't benefit us.
Black empowerment.
Yeah, letting us get a couple little businesses, giving a couple niggas sneakers. That's not going to excuse you from this ass whooping that you have to endure. Get Job 27 and go 13 through 14.
Okay, this is Job 27, chapter 30. Job chapter 27, verse 13. This is a portion of a wicked man with Yahweh, and the heritage of oppressors, which they shall receive of the Almighty.
So this is for the heritage of the oppressors. This is what y'all's youngins is finna go through. You devils today. Y'all are the descendants of the motherfuckers who, did all the oppression. And we're not, we're keeping it very surface level. We can go into articles and other books. You have you have the book, what is that? The famous book that we use. What is it? The American Indies, the history of the American Indies. I forget. Some of y'all know the book. It was one of the explorers was describing seeing all the butchering that was happening to Gad and Reuben. You have another book, Lost Tribes and Promised Lands, right? So you can go directly into the history, digging in what all exactly happened. We're just keeping it surface level with the fact that these devils, they did their wrong, they don't care, they're being reproached, and they are going to pay. You got it.
This is verse 14. If his children be multiplied, it is for the sword, and his offspring shall not be satisfied with bread. Verse 15, you said go to verse 16.
Yeah, go to
Okay.
6. Yeah.
Those that remain of him shall be buried in death, and widows shall not weep.
So not only is we gonna take you down, but we gonna get on them little bunnies you be trying to keep hidden away from us. That we already getting to them, but we gonna get to them some more. Then after everything's all said and done in the kingdom, we gonna burn all of you motherfuckers up because we really don't care. All right, having access to your enemy's woman is one of the spoils of war. All right, it's just nothing more to it than that. Keep going.
In verse 16, though he heap up silver as the dust and prepare raiment as the clay.
17 slots.
17.
Yep.
He may prepare it, but the just shall put it on, and the innocent shall divide the silver.
Yep, and that innocent is going to be the elect. So you've done all this wickedness, this slaughtering, lying, y'all. This dude he's done so much lying. People, like entire time periods of Earth, people just think it was nothing but white people. The Dark Age, when you, all these other nationalities and motherfucker, like even like everybody just believes it was just a white man, and then we all just woke up here a couple years ago in America. Like this man is completely, he's killed everything, killed everybody, changed the names of everything.
Whitewashing.
Well, yeah, Edomite washed everything, and you don't think you think you just gonna skate off into the sunset? Nah, homie, you about to have to go down. All right, let me get this real quick. Isaiah, get Genesis 49, or said Gad was overcome.
Oh yeah, you get 49. Oh,
yeah, just have it on deck.
Okay.
Yeah, Isaiah 14 and 21. Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land, Slakia, nor fill the face of the world with cities. Okay, so this man, Slakia, Esau Edom, if you let him spread his wings, he's gonna slaughter and torture and oppress everybody. So it was told, you gotta put him down. He's like rats or cockroaches. If you let an infestation occur, you can't get rid of them. You're gonna have to bomb the whole house out, which is what's about to happen to America.
Smoke them out.
Yep, smoke them out. Verse 22, for I will rise up against them, saith the Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name and remnant, and son and nephew, saith the Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. So this man's about to get cut off, and Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is going to directly oversee that extermination. Esau forgot about Manifest Destiny. Manifest Destiny, as the brother Gabar War out of Rochester, he always says it, Manifest Destiny has a part 2. All right? Y'all thought it was just y'all coming over here whooping us and living. No, well, we about to come back this way and whoop y'all and get to the kingdom. So yeah, yes, Manifest Destiny, and it's going to finish its role with us knocking y'all noggins. And who is gonna have some glorious fun finally getting some revenge on y'all? Get that?
Right, this is Genesis chapter 49 and verse. You said where it says Gad, right?
Yeah.
This is verse 19. Gad, a troop shall overcome him, but he shall overcome at the last.
Hey, plain and simple. That's what we're gonna end it with. Gad, a troop shall overcome him, but he shall overcome at the last. And even though that's speaking directly with Gad, but Northern Kingdom as a whole, all right, all 12 tribes as a whole, but especially Gad and Reuben, because them two was done wrong by this guy. It mentions in Reuben's prophecy, it mentions let him live, because Esau, the cavalry, he wiped out a shit ton of Reubenites. Hey, he wiped out a shit ton. It was 500 so-called Taínos left, Ephraimites, right?
Genocide.
So, genocide. That's how he liked to get down. All right, hell, this man I did a video on it. Yeah, he had a fucking dog, Bercerio, a Spanish war dog. That motherfucking dog could kill 30 Native Americans in 30 minutes. It was killing a nigga a minute, going from person to person. This man poisoned poisoned food and water, killed off the bisons, war dogs. He would go to war, lure the men out, sneak behind, kill the women and the children in the villages. Uh,
Divide and conquer.
just everything on the fucking list, smallpox blankets, everything is on the list you could think of to do some harm to the people. This man did it. And if you believe that you're going to slide off into the sunset without payment, then you out your motherfucking monkey, out your motherfucking monkey mind, goddamn.
Yeah, that's why I said the Revelation. If I may,
Yeah.
cut you off. Yeah, that's why I said the Revelations when that serpent came up and did everything that it did. It literally, that's what Renaissance was. It was the rebirth of everything
Yeah.
that Esau did. He literally
Yeah.
wiped everything away, whitewashed it, destroyed it. Everything he touches is a plague. It's like with the measles, smallpox. He done slaughtered about a vast majority. He committed mass genocide, not just on Judah, all the way down the tribe,
Yeah.
all the way 12 tribes.
Just to set up this world. Hey, something that I be me and the brother Ari, be talking about. I be seeing shit in society. I'll be like, man, this is what y'all killed my ancestors for. So you can go.
Meme like that.
There's a meme like that. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
there's
you
a
can
meme
go-
like that.
yeah,
Oh,
so,
this-
so you can go play. So you can go play the puzzle room game, bro. With your these motherfuckers, bro, these Edomites, they be doing all kinds of just weirdo shit. And
Yeah.
it's like, do you not know the amount of devastation that occurred for you to enjoy your punk ass cracker life? For you to wake up to be able to take your weak ass kids to Six Flags,
Disney World.
yeah, Disney World on these punk ass slides, you're standing over blood and bone. So somebody gonna have to pay for that. You about to say something?
Yeah, because I seen this, I was scrolling on the feed on Instagram, and it was his Edomite grandfather, it was his father, it was his grandfather, his father, he came back from overseas in the war, he almost lost his life or whatnot, and it was on some talk show, and he seen his son was a Mo, he came back as a Mo, he started crying.
Yeah.
He was like,
I think,
why?
was it a ball Edomite dude?
Yeah,
I seen
yeah,
that.
yeah.
It was
that-
Dr. Phil.
I think it was.
His
I
daughter
think it
was a tranny, bro.
I thought it was a dude. That's a dude or
Oh well, yeah, no, it was his son, but his son was dressed up.
yeah,
as a girl.
yep.
Yeah, I seen that, yeah.
He started crying.
Yeah, he
This-
was crying.
This is the place we live in, man. It can't get no worse than that, man. Your forefathers go fight, and you expect your whatever to be prospering in the right way. I mean, they Edomites anyway, but the point is everything he touches it turns. Just like that said, you can't let a nigga in anywhere because he gonna mess it up.
Yeah. He saw everything you did was in vain, ultimately. So you're gonna have to suffer now. So that's about it, y'all. We're gonna give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim Rakakudash, the wonders to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to all elect Akim wa Aqua, learning, teaching truth and sincerity. Shalom.
So,